There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mad Mike Hughes, right here in his rocket, ready to go. We're gonna launch. 10, 9, 8.
Yeah. Mike Hughes. I live in Apple Valley, California. 61 years old. Limousine driver, done everything from NASCAR to professional motorcycle racer. And of course, next to me is my rocket. We're planning to launch here in Amboy. We've had some problems with BLM and whatever, but I think we're overcoming that. Really, what this video is about is I'm asking a lot of questions about courts, and basically people's in all these troubles with courts and traffic and whatever. You see this license plate right here? I made this license plate, UCC1-308, which everyone needs to know this, is the remedy for everyone's problems in court. Reservation of your rights without prejudice. You're not made to perform on any contract that's not under full disclosure. So all these courts you walk into are unlawful. The problem is, you walk into a legal society. Legal is a Latin term. Legalese is that fictional language that these bar attorneys use, which is unlawful. The problem is they're in a legal system. So when you go to court, never be a defendant, okay? You send your letter to the court, find out who the prosecutor is, the judge, the court, and you put them under notice of liability, common law notice, that they are not to use the capitalization of your birth name, which is how they make you adhere to all these contracts, okay? You do not own this license. You do not own your Social Security card. You are simply an agent of those, okay? You don't own them. So when the judge asks you, hey, Michael, can I see your license? Okay, at the court, and what they're doing, they're going to ask you, is your name properly spelled? No, and I don't understand what you're saying because I don't understand legalese. Because your name's under capitalization. That is not you. It's a corporation. And when you die, you're a corpse. That means a dead corporation. That's why, I know it's a crazy thing. You're under Admiralty law, which is the law of the sea. So once you cross that little bar and get to where the judge is, you have stepped onto a vessel. You're on a boat right now. You're on the Admiralty law of the sea. Now to prove this is that flag, which stands behind the president and every court. Anytime you see a yellow fringe flag, it is a military tribunal flag. You're in a military tribunal court. Based on Admiralty law / maritime law. The head Admiralty jurisdiction is in Bern, Switzerland, the Universal Postal Union. Now get this, recognized by the United Nations in 1948. The problem is, when you try to learn the law, which is common law, this country is based on common law, which is the law of the land, which means people, okay? So basically you walk in these courts don't recognize a man or woman. That's what you are. You are not a sovereign, you're not a free man, you're not a resident. That's the last thing you want to be. Do not be a resident. You do not reside anywhere. You live somewhere. You do not reside. So basically, they get you all these adhesion contracts. They get you in all these jurisdictional questions. But you are a man. So when you walk into court, wear a sweatshirt in white. UCC1-308. Underneath the common law. Okay? And when you walk in, they ask you if you're that legal person. Say, no, judge, but you are. You're the trustee of that Sesta KV trust you set up, and I'm the beneficiary, and it stops right there. Because it's all trust fraud. So when you walk into a court, they are committing the crimes of personage, barratry, and trust fraud against you when you walk into court. Do not ever hire a bar attorney. Bar attorneys, which means British Accredited Registry, okay? There are foreign agents that should be registered from the FARA Act of 1938. Never hire a bar attorney. They're criminals. They're all criminals. Most of them don't even know what bar even stands for, okay? When you walk into court with a bar attorney, they've already got jurisdiction over you. They've already accepted all the criminal charges for you. See, no criminal charges should ever be accepted until you see a grand jury indictment, which they rarely hand down because there's not enough time for it, okay? So just remember that. Take control of the capitalization of your name. That's all I can tell you, okay? Go to your county recorder's office, the capitalization of your name, claim it as your own. And you're not a corporation, individual. That's the best advice I can give you.
Thanks, Mike.